A warm welcome to one and all. This is Vrishali and you are watching Power Electronics and Application series. So welcome to this practical session. In this video, we are going to perform the third experiment, that is triggering for MOSFET or IGBT. So aim of this experiment is to study triggering circuit for power MOSFET or IGBT. The objective is to study the operation of typical gate drive circuit for MOSFET or IGBT for DC-DC converter, that is nothing but the chopper application. In this we are going to study the step down chopper. So the equipment required are experimental kit, connecting probes, multimeter, DSO, etc. So what is chopper? The fixed DC input is converted to the variable DC output is the function of chopper by changing and controlling voltage magnitude. So a chopper is a static device that converts fixed DC input voltage to a variable DC output voltage directly. A chopper is a high speed on off semiconductor switch. It connects source to load and disconnects load from source at high speed. It is also known as DC-DC converter. At input side there was DC and at output side also there is a DC. That's why it is a DC to DC converter. Only the difference is at input side it is a fixed DC and at output it will create the variable DC. It is widely used for motor control and also used to regenerate braking application. So there are two types of choppers according to the input-output voltage levels. So first one is a step-down chopper and the second one is a step-up chopper. So what is step-down? If the output voltage is less than input voltage, then there will be a step-down chopper. As input voltage will be high, output voltage will be low, so it is a step-down chopper. And what is step up? Opposite to that, if the input voltage is less and output voltage is more, then it is a step up chopper. So these two are the types of chopper. In this experiment we will see step down chopper. So what are the applications? So choppers are used for DC motor control, battery supplied vehicles, solar energy conversion. Choppers are used in electric cars, airplanes, spaceships, whereas onboard regulated DC power supply required. In general, chopper circuits are used as a power supplies in the computers, commercial electronics and electronic instruments. Then it can be used in DC motor speed control and in battery chargers, DC voltage boosting, battery operated electric cars, etc. So here I will show you different application of DC choppers. So working principle of a step down chopper for R load is the thyristor in the circuit acts as a switch. When the thyristor is on, the supply voltage appears across the load, and when the thyristor is off, the voltage across the load will be 0. So this is a chopper circuit. Here you can see this is a power supply. The resistive load is connected over here and this is a switch. These are the waveforms. T on, T off. Here you can see this is a total T. Now this is our experimental setup. How it works that we will see in the practical session. So this is a IC 555 timer, totem pole arrangement. Two transistors are used, Q1, Q2, and this is a chopper circuit which I have shown previously. So here we have used MOSFET as a switch, gate drain source, this is a input power supply, DC supply, and this is a load R. Here two controls are there, RA. By this we are going to control T on, and by RB T off will be controlled. So let's perform the practical. So here is a training kit. So this training system is designed to explain the working principle of a step down DC chopper. As we have studied in our theory lectures, the chopper is a circuit which converts fixed DC voltage into variable DC voltage. That is a DC-DC converter. So it consists of a gate drive circuit and a MOSFET as a switch. So this is a chopper diagram. Here you can see this is a chopper circuit. Here the MOSFET is there having 3 terminals: gate, drain and source. As we have studied, the main power supply is connected to the drain and source terminals. So this is the input, DC input 15 to 24 volt, and this is a load which is the output side. In this experiment we are going to consider the R load. So in this circuit the resistor is connected over here. So by making the switch on and off, output voltage is made variable from 0 to Vs. Now here the TRC technique, that is a time ratio control, in which two modes we have already studied. The one is constant frequency operation and another is constant So one is a constant frequency system in which the pulse width modulation control technique is used, in which we vary the T on and keeping the chopping frequency F constant. And the other one is variable frequency system, which is a frequency modulation control in which the chopping frequency F is varied, keeping the T on or T off constant. So for this operation or for this particular circuit, we are going to use TRC technique, that is a time ratio control technique, which comes under the constant frequency system, that is a pulse width modulation. So for that we are going to use this IC 555 timer. So this is a 8-pin IC integrated chip which can be used as a oscillator or timer or a pulse generator, etc. So in your previous semester you might have studied this IC 555 timer. So in this case we are going to use this IC 555 timer as a based gate drive circuit. The on time can be varied by varying this RA. Here you can see T on. So this is a T on control. By varying this RA we can vary the on time, and by varying this RB we can vary the off time. Hence the duty cycle per frequency can be changed. Now talking about the circuit configurations or connections, what is our objective? By varying this T on and T off by RA and RB respectively, we are going to measure the corresponding output voltage across the load. So for that what we will do? First we will observe the waveform at the output of a stable multivibrator using this IC 555 timer. Then we will connect the output of this IC 555 to the input of this totem pole circuit. Here you can see it is a base of Q1 and Q2, two thyristors are there and the resistor is connected over here. So by applying the 12 to 24, so in this case we are going to apply a 20 volt DC supply, that is input to this chopper circuit. So this is a regulated DC power supply. Now we are going to give 20 volt supply, DC supply to our chopper. So I have adjusted 20 volt on it. And now I am going to connect this 20 volt supply to a input of chopper. So we have given this chopper input, that is a fixed DC voltage of a 20 volt. And as discussed earlier, we are going to connect output of this a stable multivibrator to the input of totem pole arrangement, that is gate drive, and output of this totem pole gate drive to the gate signal of this chopper circuit. So this totem pole arrangement is nothing but the complementary transistor circuit configuration. It realizes the high-low output voltages. So this Q1, that is a transistor 1, drives the high output voltage, whereas this Q2 drives the low output voltage. So now I am going to check the voltage across this load, that is a resistor. So let's connect the multimeter across the load. So here you can see a voltage. Now by varying this RA knob here, T on, we can see as I increase the value of RA, that is a T on control, you can see the voltage is increasing. So in this way we have studied that by changing this T on knob, that is RA, how the chopper works, that is a fixed DC supply which is a 20 volt, can be converted into the variable DC. Now to calculate the T on time, T duty cycle, etc., what we will do? We will connect this circuit to DSO. So for that we will connect the ground terminal here of a probe, and the positive terminal can be connected over here, output to the stable multivibrator, or to input to the totem pole gate drive, or output to the totem pole gate drive. So all three points, the output voltage will be similar, that output point will be similar, only the difference will be the output of this stable multivibrator will be amplified or will be get more clear waveform by using this totem pole gate drive. So I am connecting it over here, which we are giving the supply to the gate terminal of our MOSFET, in which this MOSFET use as a switch. It acts as a switch. Okay, so now I have connected the probes of DSO to the circuit. Okay, now we will check it on DSO. So here you can see we will calculate T on, T off. So we have connected to channel 1. Click on measure. This is the channel 1 cursor. Now move this cursor, the first cursor here. Here you can see, and the second cursor at the end of first cycle. So this is a total T. So here you can see it is a 30 millisecond. So this is a first reading. Now we will move the cursor here and we will calculate the T on period, which is 14.80 millisecond. Can you see this? So this is a T on, this is a T off, and this is a total T. Now we will calculate the duty cycle alpha by calculating the ratio of T on by T. So similar to this, we will take more readings for T on and T by changing this knobs. So if I increase this RA, you can see on the screen the T on will get changed. So similarly we will take 3-4 more readings, and then we will calculate the T on, T and the duty cycle for this. And we have the output voltage on multimeter. So we can plot a graph. So whatever we have observed on DSO, we have noted 4 values of T on, T off, then total T, which is T on plus T off, duty cycle, which is calculated by T on upon T into 100, and V0, the practical value. So how we have calculated this V0? Let us see. Theoretically, we have calculated duty cycle as T on upon T. This is one of the calculation which we have taken on DSO. If you remember, T on was 14.8 millisecond and total T was 30 millisecond. So in this case, duty cycle is 49%. We have set the input supply, that is a DC supply, fixed DC 20 volt, and our delta is given by V0 upon Vs. So V0 can be calculated as the output voltage V0 is equal to this delta into Vs. This delta is nothing but the duty cycle. So substituting the values, we will get V0 is equal to 9.8 volt. So this is how we have calculated the theoretical output voltage V0, and practically we have plotted it on graph paper. Here you can see this is somewhat blur, so I have shown here with the diagram. So in this experiment, you can see this is an experimental setup. The fixed DC voltage is converted into variable DC, and this is a DSO. So we have observed and understand the basic principle of DC-DC converter, that is nothing but the chopper, which states that how the fixed DC input voltage is converted to variable DC output voltage. It also consists of a gate drive circuits and MOSFET as a switch. So this is all about this experiment, DC-DC converter, that is nothing but the DC chopper. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, and happy e-learning.